The Hammer Slingshot will now be shipping with looped tubular bands. We've done this for a couple of reasons. One, we're finding much better performance using the looped tubular bands versus the flat bands. Another reason, and one of the biggest, is that the manufacturer of the 40 thousandths thick latex that we've been using has discontinued that product, and we've not found a suitable quality substitute. We install these the same way that you'd install the looped tubular bands in the ocularis system, as shown in the video that's annotated below. However, using Slingbow bands with the loop tubes, you want to make sure that you're using the white ocularis plugs. Now, the white ocularis plugs are the same size and fit, however they're made from a different material. It's very, very important that you use the white ocularis plugs when shooting loop tubes for the Slingbow configuration, or if you choose to shoot round ball ammo with larger than average loop tubes, say something like 2050 or 3060 loop tubes. Not very many people shoot anything that big, but if you were to choose to, make sure that you're using the white plugs. We're going to go ahead and show you a quick install here. You install the loops with the ears to the outside. So we're going to install the left-hand prong first. So install from the shooter side of the slingshot. Install the plug on the target side of the slingshot. We're going to go ahead and install the bearing. Don't skip the bearing step. Seat it firmly. Begin the install. And at this point, make sure you've got even tension and length on both tubes. The tubes are going to be in an up and down orientation versus horizontal, so keep them in a vertical plane. And you'll simply pull on the tubes as you seat the plug with your thumb. Now we have one side installed. You want to come back and double check. This one is going to need some fine adjustment to get a little bit more length on the top tube. We can see that that's not quite even. I'm going to continue with the install and we'll fix that in a moment. Same thing on this side. Install the bearing and install the plug. Now you may want to use a lubricant like saliva or rubbing alcohol to make this a little easier, although it's not necessary. Now we've got our bands installed to shoot arrows out of the Hammer Slingshot. Next we're going to go out and we're going to show you some of the specs on how these arrows perform. We'll give you the information on what the arrow weighs, what the draw weight is at 28 and 30 inches respectively, and what the velocities are. I think you're going to be really impressed. The bands that come stock are a bit longer, therefore they're going to have a lighter draw weight. We do offer one that's shorter with a heavier draw weight. All of those specs will be outlined on the product page below. So all of our looped tube Slingbow bands come with a D-loop assembly. Now this can be either shot with fingers or the mechanical release. A mechanical release is by far the preferred way to shoot this. It has the leather tab on here. Now if you want to shoot with a mechanical release, it's as easy as simply taking it off. Simply unfold them and remove the leather finger tab from the D-loop assembly. Easy as that. So now you're set up to shoot arrows with the Slingbow bands using a mechanical release and the D-loop, by far the preferred way to shoot. So let's head outside, shoot a few of these over to chronograph and let you see how they shoot and check out the specs.